छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the show, Congress leader Manish Tewari counters Rahul Gandhi, proves that Rahul Gandhi is making up facts, contradicts his own party, and takes the line that the army and the government have put out. Also on the show this evening, one of the rarest India-China debates. Why is India continuing to not tell China in clear terms that it should not fight a proxy battle through Pakistan? And at 9 o'clock this evening, Atmanirbharta starts at home. The Prime Minister radically asks citizens of the country to reduce their dependence on foreign products. Will the citizen step in? And ladies and gentlemen, as they say, the truth can never be really put in abeyance for too long. And Congress leader, senior member of Parliament, Manish Tewari, has openly countered and contradicted his party's stand. And that's a good thing. Because at the end of the day, if Manish Tewari has realized that the position of the Congress party in trying to claim that India gave advance notice, that there was some mediation, that the Americans mediated between India and Pakistan, and that our government gave advance information to the Pakistanis, if a Congress leader like Manish Tewari has realized that the Congress party is lying, it's good. And therefore, I think with a lot of deliberation and with a lot of thought, Manish Tewari has contradicted Rahul Gandhi, and that is also good. Ladies and gentlemen, this whole business of Rahul Gandhi, of trying to repeat a lie 1,000 times and hope that it turns into a truth, had to be eventually countered by someone within his party. Now, Manish Tewari is part of the Indian delegation, the all-party delegation that has been sent to several parts of the world, and he was in Qatar, and he countered Rahul Gandhi. Let those graphics stay. He said, talking to both the countries or the interlocutors at a point when there are tensions does not really constitute mediation. That's a reference to all the contact that there was with America. Rahul Gandhi trying to suggest that India had agreed to American mediation. Manish Tewari says that's nonsense. There is no possibility of this being interpreted as mediation. And Manish Tewari, I believe, understands more of diplomacy than Rahul Gandhi. He's also got a very good professional record as a lawyer. He has a keen interest in diplomacy. He's a member of the Atlantic Council. And on occasion, in the past, Manish Tewari and I have been part of debates at King's College. At my alma mater of Oxford University, we've shared the forum. And I can tell you that he knows diplomacy much better than Rahul Gandhi. And so Manish Tewari went on to say that the only channel which was used was the two DGMOs talking to each other. The call was made by Pakistan's DGMO on the 10th of May. So he's put the absolute factual position out. And he has basically tried to say that this whole business of trying to create an unnecessary gray area, of trying to claim that Trump should be given credit for the ceasefire, the kind of unthought, unprepared, and I would say unaware line that people like Pawan Khera take. This is very unfortunate, and I'm very happy that to counter the kind of tweets that Pawan Khera has put out, to counter the kind of disinformation that Rahul Gandhi is trying to put out, Manish Tewari has gone and made it absolutely clear that even to suggest something to that effect is wrong. And I think Manish Tewari's counter to Rahul Gandhi should be a message to Rahul Gandhi and the media department of the Congress party that to try and become fodder for the Pakistani media, to try and create a narrative that will benefit only the enemies of the country and will benefit the Pakistanis, most of all, does nobody any good. In fact, it is an attempt at contradicting the line that all the Director Generals of military operations, naval operations and army operations took to counter the army in order to try and embarrass the government is a tactic which Rahul Gandhi has made a great mistake doing. And therefore, perhaps without design, Manish Tewari has ended up contradicting him. I would like to congratulate Manish Tewari for doing so. And I would like to tell everyone, especially Manish Tewari, that just because I've said this, don't have to clarify, don't have to change your position. You've done something that's good, even if it goes against the line your party is taking. And as far as the Congress party is concerned, there is a lesson in this. If you cannot convince your own people about the nature of the falsehoods and disinformation you're putting out, how do you expect anyone to believe you? Let's debate.
Obviously, there is concern around the world. Does not really constitute mediation. The only channel which was used was the two DGMOs talking to each other. The call was made by the Director General of Military Operations of Pakistan at 12 in the afternoon of the 10th of May.
The Congress party has been contradicted by its own. Taking an anti-party line was the Congress MP Manish Tewari himself. Days after Donald Trump claimed mediation in the India-Pakistan ceasefire deal, the Congress was quick to question the government on tip-off to Pakistan.
इस देश के राजनीतिक नेतृत्व पर हमें भरोसा नहीं है। हम उनसे सवाल पूछेंगे, बार बार पूछेंगे। आप खुद बोलते हैं आपने पाकिस्तान को पहले ही सूचित कर दिया, पाकिस्तान को सूचित कर दिया और पुंछ के नागरिकों को नहीं किया। जो 15-16 लोग हमारे सिविलियंस मारे गए उनको भी सूचित कर देते, लेकिन पाकिस्तान को सूचित कर दिया। आपने पाकिस्तान को सूचित किया तो क्या अजहर मसूद इसीलिए भागा? क्या हाफिज सईद इसीलिए बच गया? और इस सूचना देने के बाद भारत को क्या क्या नुकसान हुआ, ये आतंकी तो आपके सामने भाग ही गए हैं। तो इसका तो जवाब हम पूछेंगे ना।
And now, countering the Congress party is their own member of parliament.
Since 1972, we have a clear template that if there is any outstanding issue between India and Pakistan, it has to be resolved bilaterally. There is no place, there is no scope for any third party mediation at all. Unfortunately, you are confronted with a situation where Pakistan is not a country which has a military, but unfortunately a military which has a country. What happened between the 7th and the 10th of May 2025 was India exercising its option of acting in its best self-defense. The infrastructure of terror needs to be dismantled, and India reserves the right that, God forbid, if in future any such activity is perpetrated, the response would be calibrated, the response would be direct, and no effort will be spared to denude the infrastructure of terror across the border.
The Congress questioned the Modi government on terms of the ceasefire.
आज तक हमें जवाब नहीं मिला कि 2023 में पुंछ में जो आतंकियों ने किया, 2 अक्टूबर 2024 में गांधरबल में जो किया, गुलमर्ग में अक्टूबर 2024 में जो किया, पहलगांव में अप्रैल 2025 में जो किया, उन आतंकियों का क्या हुआ, वो कहां है? आज तक जवाब नहीं मिला कि सीजफायर किन शर्तों पर हुआ। आज तक जवाब नहीं मिला हाफिज सईद, अजहर मसूद बच के कैसे निकल गए।
To which their own MP, taking an anti-party line, said that there was no mediation.
Let us very clearly understand that the word mediation carries with it a certain structured legal connotation. Talking to both the countries or their interlocutors at a point in time when there is tension and obviously there is concern around the world does not really constitute mediation. The only channel which was used was the two DGMOs talking to each other. The call was made by the Director General of Military Operations of Pakistan at 12 in the afternoon of the 10th of May.
Manish Tewari's statement comes in a direct counter to Rahul Gandhi's post just 3 days back, wherein he questioned the External Affairs Minister on ceasefire deal. After facing huge embarrassment, will the Congress now accept the truth from their own MP?
So this is an open contradiction by Manish Tewari of Rahul Gandhi, and I can only begin by saying this, that Manish Tewari knows more about diplomacy and foreign policy than Rahul Gandhi. Let's start with that. You know, we must start with that understanding. Here is a man with a professional record, unlike Rahul Gandhi, with a successful professional record and a fairly nuanced understanding of diplomacy. Now, there are two questions here. The first question is, did America mediate? Manish Tewari says, Shazia, Abid and Nikhil, Manish Tewari says there is no mediation. Rahul Gandhi keeps tweeting, why is there mediation? Who asked Trump to mediate? His word is, who asked Trump to mediate between India and Pakistan? And in which he's assuming, yes, there has been mediation. Abid, Manish Tewari says, don't you understand foreign policy? There is no mediation.
कल तक भाजपा कांग्रेस के एमपीओं को खानदानी गुलाम कह रही थी. आज यही गुलाम विदेशी धरती पे काम आए देश के लिए.
What do you mean विदेशी धरती पे काम आए देश के लिए? नहीं, मनीष तिवारी ने कहा है कि मीडिएशन नहीं है. There is no mediation. No, 1 minute. Abid. बोलने दीजिए पूरी बात. Abid, Manish Tewari has said there is no mediation.
आप खुद कह रहे थे ना ये खानदानी गुलाम है. आप तो खुद भी कहते थे.
मैं ऐसे words use नहीं करता हूँ. I don't use these words.
आपने तो कभी
I have not used these words about Manish Tewari. This word I have called Rahul Gandhi a dynast. I don't use the word Khandani Gulam. That's your language.
पाकिस्तानी DGMO कॉल करते हैं तो हम मान जाते हैं सीज फायर करने में. Why?
No. 1 minute. Abid, 1 minute.
जो 26 भारतीय.
Abid, let us restrict ourselves to what Manish Tewari has said. Manish Tewari has said there is no mediation. He says, 1 minute. Rahul Gandhi says, how did you let Trump mediate? Manish Tewari to aapko educate kar rahe hain. He is saying that talking to both the countries or their interlocutors at any point of time when there is tension does not constitute mediation. I can talk to Yugoslavia. I can talk to Serbia. I can talk to Russia. Does not mean I have told Russia to mediate. This is common sense. Your leaders don't have common sense. Shazia.
Absolutely. And you know something, Adil, you can't have it both ways. So when Manish Tewari says and just represents facts as they happened, as they transpired, you are very proud of the fact that, you know, it is our heroes who are saying the right thing. But when the leader of your party, Rahul Gandhi, undermines Indian sovereignty, brings in the whole idea of mediation and brings in something that, of course, what Nehru did, and you know, tries to undermine India's stand and ridicule the military operations and all the briefings that took place, he clearly he still remains a hero. And then when this person who is part of the Congress party, Manish Tewari, and I'm very proud of Indian political leaders who are part of the delegation, who are out there, irrespective of the party they come from, they're representing facts with complete, clarity.
Louder, please, in the studio.
And being very specific. So shame on the leader of Congress party. Shame on Rahul Gandhi and his team who doesn't even listen to their own leaders. senior leaders like Manish Tewari, Shashi Tharoor and many others. Full marks to Manish Tewari. And
Abid
you
Mir.
must decide either if you have a problem
मनीष,
with Manish
ये किस टीम में है? आज बीजेपी को कांग्रेस की जरूरत पड़ी क्योंकि बीजेपी ये जानती है कि वो फॉरेन पॉलिसी का उनको एबीसी भी पता नहीं है। वो वहां जाके क्या बोलते, आप ही को भी भेजते वो वहां, आपको क्यों नहीं भेजा?
आप क्यों confused
आपको क्यों नहीं
हैं?
भेजा?
मनीष तिवारी आपके लीडर है कि नहीं
क्यों नहीं भेजा?
पहले ये बताइए।
नहीं शाहजा जी, आपको क्यों नहीं भेजा?
नहीं आप बहुत सिंपल
योगी जी को क्यों नहीं भेजा?
आप बताइए मनीष तिवारी आपके लीडर है कि नहीं है? यस और
योगी जी को क्यों नहीं भेजा? मुझे बताइए,
आप
योगी जी
बताइए नहीं, भूल जाइए मनीष तिवारी है आपके
खुद
साथ
क्यों नहीं चले गए?
उन्होंने कांग्रेस पार्टी छोड़ दी है।
अमित शाह जी खुद क्यों नहीं चले गए?
कांग्रेस पार्टी के सीनियर लीडर है कि नहीं? यस और नो?
Louder for both. I need both to be clear. I need Shazia also to be clear.
इसकी जरूरत पड़ी ना। आप मुझे
क्या
चाहे
मनीष
एक्स
तिवारी
कांग्रेसमैन हो
कांग्रेस
या
पार्टी
प्रेजेंट कांग्रेसमैन हो,
पार्लियामेंटेरियन है कि नहीं? आबिद
आपको
बहुत
कांग्रेस की
सवाल
जरूरत पड़ी, यानी कि आपने ये साबित किया कि भाजपा फॉरेन पॉलिसी में जीरो है। आपके खुद
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
let's open the lines.
आप
नहीं, आपके खुद विदेश मंत्री कहते हैं कि हम
मैं इनसे एक बहुत साधारण सवाल पूछ रही हूँ। या तो मनीष तिवारी इनके लीडर हैं,
सिंधु से पहले
अगर लीडर हैं तो क्या वाकई में अगर उनका स्टैंड और राहुल गांधी का बिल्कुल अलग है, विपरीत है?
नहीं शाहजा जी,
क्या ये मनीष तिवारी को सैक करेंगे? इसके पास आबिद भाई का जवाब ही नहीं है। आबिद भाई इस
पॉलिसी में जीरो है। नहीं, पहले तो आप ये बात एक्सेप्ट कीजिए ना। नहीं, आपको आज कांग्रेस के ही एमपी तो आपको आज वहां देश की बात तो
आपको क्या देश की बात है? हमारा और आपका एक ही देश है भाई।
मजबूती के साथ
He is not working for BJP. He is working for India. As should you. As should Rahul Gandhi.
No, I want to say one thing here. Abid, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. One minute. I'd say this, Shazia, that on various issues, I have never agreed with what Manish Tewari has said. But I can say this. I can say this that Nikhil, may I have a little more experience of this than you. But I remember a few years back, Nikhil, Manish and I traveled to the United Kingdom together, and we both debated against each other and with each other in 4 places: Oxford University, Cambridge University, King's College, and I think there was one event which was in the Parliament, UK Parliament. And I must say that both of us prepared well. We spoke, we didn't agree with each other, but we never took a position against our national interest. So when it comes to people like Manish Tewari, because of his life experience, you see, he's been a professional lawyer. He comes from a family which is very forthright, and he has suffered personal losses. And he's taking a position today saying that, see, to say that Jaishankar, he's not taking Jaishankar's name, to say that Jaishankar is calling the Pakistanis and informing them is wrong. He's saying here the only call, the only channel that was used was the 2 DGMOs talking to each other. Now, you are saying which team is he on? I'm saying Manish Tewari is part of Team Bharat.
Very well.
Which team are you on, Nikhil? Are you with Team Bharat or against Team Bharat?
I am with Team India. I am with Team Bharat.
No,
We
then
are
you
all
don't-
with Team
then
India
you
and
don't
Team
take that
Bharat,
Rahul
but that
Gandhi
is something
position.
that the BJP does not realize. Listen, Arnab, can I please speak? I've been waiting for a while. Abid bhai, can I please speak? I've been waiting for a while. So first of all, Arnab,
What is
I'm very
this?
glad that today you
We'll
feel
open the
proud in
lines
your
tonight. We'll have to open the lines tonight. Because this kind of thing I can't tolerate anymore.
Arnab, give me at least 30 seconds before you open
Yeah,
the
you
lines.
got
And
the
what I'm saying is,
30 seconds.
firstly, I'm glad that you are taking pride in your good academic credentials, something that you had forgotten for many, many years after the Prime Minister made that jibe against Harvard versus hard work.
I'm
what
sorry,
Manish
but
Tewari is doing
I'm
today-
sorry, but I 1 minute. Nikhil, let me tell you, my good academic credentials include, right, my Kendriya Vidyalaya Jabalpur, Hindu College,
Very well.
Delhi University,
Nobody denied.
and after that
Absolutely.
Oxford University and Cambridge. मैं कोई show off नहीं कर रहा. मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि जब मैं ये कह रहा हूँ that when Manish Tewari and I traveled abroad, and you can ask him this. 1 minute. ये कोई show off की बात नहीं. मैंने कहा on foreign soil you must take a pro-India line. And in this also, Rahul Gandhi should learn from Manish Tewari.
No. 100%
आपके
agree.
लीडर
Arnab,
तो जब भी कांग्रेस के when Rahul goes abroad, he keeps taking a line that India is not a nation.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No, so
Arnab,
that
precisely
is
the point
that is
I'm
not a good
making, that
line.
When Manish
Yeah,
Tewari
please
is
go on.
going abroad
Nikhil,
today,
हाँ.
Arnab, when Manish Tewari is going abroad today, he is representing the Indian state. So obviously the line
No,
that
he's
supposed to take is the line
representing
which the Indian
the
government
people of
officially
India.
Arnab, you've been to Oxford.
Like Oasis
Let's
is
not
also
pretend that you
representing
haven't
the
been.
people of India.
No, Arnab, you very well realize the difference between state, nation, public, people, citizen, government, all of that. Let me not try to school you here. What I'm trying to say is that
Try to
when
watch me
Manish
here?
Tewari goes abroad
Try to watch me
representing
here?
the Indian state, he's going to take the line that the
Try
Indian
to watch
government
me here?
has officially decided.
What kind of language are you using?
What did I say?
I don't know what you said. What did you say?
He said, don't want to school you, Arnab.
Why do you want to school me?
Rather patronizing manner.
Chalo, jo bhi, ab Manish Tewari has told you. Why don't you praise Manish Tewari for once?
Arnab, I said you are a very well-learned man and I'm not here to school you. So let's not
whatever,
get into the
but
intricacies
praise,
between
what
the
about
state
Manish
is and what the
Tewari's line?
government is.
But
I am
I'm very
simply
happy
saying that
about- are you
Manish
happy with
Tewari
the
is
fact
bound
that
and
Manish
obligated
Tewari
to
has
take the line
fact-checked
decided
Rahul?
by the Indian government.
Put him out.
And that is what
Are
he's
you
doing
proud
right
of
now.
Manish Tewari?
He is a Congress member of parliament, unlike BJP members of parliament who go abroad and say India mein paida hoke to aisa
Pro
lagta
Cong
tha
BJP.
कि जैसे कोई
Has
पास हो गया.
fact-checked and
That is
corrected
Narendra Modi
Rahul
in
Gandhi
2015 by the
and
way.
actually not just
Manish
corrected
Tewari
him,
understands
called him
what
out
he
and
said while he is
stated
part of a
facts
party
as
coalition.
everybody should
Manish
have.
Tewari
That the
understands
two
that he is out there
DGMOs had
representing
a
India and the Indian
conversation.
government.
That
So
there
even
was
if he has
no
to say
mediation
things that are not
whatsoever.
completely in line with
All
the questions
time,
that are being raised by his
all
party
the time
domestically,
you are blaming Modi for allowing intervention or any kind of mediation by any third party or Trump is all rubbish.
Very hard to believe.
It's all rubbish. That you'd much rather believe a
When it comes to the
Manish
Congress, the Congress is a party
Anyway,
whose every
I am
member
very
is going
much-
to stand with the country, with the nation, with the state, with the
Ranveer
government when
Jaiswal
abroad.
and
But for the
Vikram
BJP,
Shazia and then
everything
phone
is
lines.
And Sri
just-
Jaishankar, that we'd much rather believe all these people than a Rahul Gandhi who wants to believe,
No,
what
I
Trump
think-
said, something that Trump also disputed.
No, I mean the way the way to look at it is, Nikhil, the way to look at it is you have 1 minute. There are two sides. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. There are two sides. There are two sides. Nikhil, can you take a semicolon break for a moment? There are. Nikhil, you're a nice man. Nikhil, there are two sides. There is Narendra Modi, S. Jaishankar, right? Lieutenant General Rajiv Ghai, the DG Naval Operations, the DG Air Force Operations, Manish Tewari, everyone on one side. On the other side, there is one guy called Pawan Khera and Rahul Gandhi. Which side will you believe? Ashok is calling from Chennai. Ashok.
The side of fact.
Ashok, what do you think? Ashok.
Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening.
It is a travesty of times that we have a thoroughbred anti-national like Rahul, who leads, unfortunately, a national party called Indian National Congress. Now, the least he could do is keep his gob shut. He need not say anything. He need not malign our nation wherever he goes abroad, whenever he goes abroad. At least he could pay respect is by maintaining stoic silence.
I know, Ashok, he just can't do that. I mean, you know.
To keep his gob shut.
Yeah. Abid, you heard that? That's popular opinion. This is what people think, you know. This is what people think of your party because of the things Rahul does.
मुझे आप बताइए
हाँ बताइए
मनीष तिवारी जी किस पार्टी से
कांग्रेस पार्टी से
शशि थरूर जी किस पार्टी से
नहीं आपकी प्रॉब्लम आपकी पार्टी की नहीं है आपके प्रॉब्लम आपके नेता राहुल गांधी की है व्हाई डोंट यू अंडरस्टैंड योर प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट विद कांग्रेस प्रॉब्लम इज विद राहुल गांधी एंड रॉबर्ट वाड्रा
ये आप बीजेपी ये मान ले ये फॉरेन पॉलिसी में जीरो है
I don't know what you're saying. The BJP is the government which has sent the all-party teams. Okay, Rohan is calling from Mumbai. Rohan?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Nikhil, do you understand?
Nikhil.
Start of the operation. It means Jaishankar ji called up after the operation started, not before. It's plain, simple, goddamn English.
Superb, Rohan. Nikhil, hear that.
The DGMO
at the start of the operation
is
the statement by the External Affairs Minister. He did not say after the operation. He said at the start of the operation.
At the start of the operations means, oh God, you know, this is, these people are, Rohan, they're incorrigible. Rohan, they're incorrigible. Rishi from Mumbai. Rishi. Hi, Rishi.
Hi, good evening, Arnab.
Good evening, Rishi. Good evening.
Hi, nice to see you. I just have a simple question for the Congress party.
Yes. Put it down. Put it down,
information
Nikhil.
given
Don't be
out
like a
to
child.
the-
Put it down. Rishi is talking. Rishi, say again, please. Yeah.
The information given out to the Pakistani side after the operation start does not constitute to any crime. And one simple query to the BJP spokesperson, any particular reason for us to have a ceasefire in a winning position?
No, so, okay. Do you want me to answer that?
Of course, he wants
Yes,
you to.
ma'am.
Okay, so when the two DGMOs spoke, and after India had achieved its purpose, as in affecting and impacting 11 air bases, putting the terror havens,
Okay,
9 of them, destroying them, ensuring that not a single missile or drone touches Indian soil by keeping all our civilians safe and ensuring that our interception was so good. I mean, I don't want to use the word bloody, but it comes to my mind. It was so good and perfect that it destroyed all the Turkish, Chinese weaponry.
Answer Rishi's question. Why did you do
So
a
that is the
ceasefire?
reason why there was a ceasefire. We have much more to lose because we are on an upward graph. We do not
What?
want to follow Pakistan.
Okay, now I'll just take one more
We
call.
would have lost the war against Pakistan.
Agenda. We will do.
Madam BJP spokesperson, are you saying
can
that
do it.
India would have lost the
And
war
this
to
is
Pakistan?
the call
That is
taken
why we
by
have to
the
do a
military
ceasefire.
and the armed forces.
Arnab, I'm
And-
looking
and
at what the BJP
and
spokesperson is
executive.
saying on your show right
Whether
now.
there will be a ceasefire or no ceasefire.
I think the BJP spokesperson is saying right now, what she's saying is that India had met its strategic objectives. That was her reply to Rishi.
DGMOs by the top national executive and not by you and me, sir.
DGMO is not the top national executive in deciding whether to do a ceasefire or not. It is to be decided at the prime ministerial level, and we yet do not have any information
top
on whether the
national
cabinet
executive
committee
is the
on
Prime
security
Minister's
meeting was
office,
held
my
on the
dear
same or not, whether it was decided at the
Okay,
DGMO
JP
level. whether
Mavi
it was
from
decided at
last
the
caller,
DGMO
JP Mavi from Chandigarh.
Cabinet Committee on Security.
Fool you.
Government
Hi,
probably does
Mr.
not
Mavi, are you there?
Yeah, Arnab, good evening. How are you?
I'm very well. Nikhil, put that
Okay,
down. One
okay,
minute.
I
Nikhil,
wanted
Nikhil,
to
put
speak-
that down. Nikhil, put it down. Nikhil, don't behave like a child. Nikhil,
No, 2013.
Hello?
2013, Narendra Modi used to
he's
say
just behaving badly.
Hello?
Mr. Mavi, go on. What's your point?
Yeah. See, Manish has been, I'm from Chandigarh and he's been from our school. And I believe he's really, he's studied under the brothers who are from the Irish brothers, and he has a lot of knowledge. And unlike Rahul, who does not know what is happening, what he says, what he wants to say, and things like that. And I'm really astonished. It is not once he's been, educating the whole system and trying to please Pakistan for I know what reasons.
No, I think Manish is doing the okay thing. The thing is that he's also measuring every word. When you listen to him, he's talking half lawyer, half diplomat, good language. Lawyers make good diplomats anyway because they weigh their words. I'm glad to know he's from your school, but I don't know about whether Rahul Gandhi has done any schoolmate proud. I'll close it at this point because I have a big India-China debate. Thank you, Mr. Mavi, for calling from Chandigarh this evening. Thank you, Shazia, Nikhil, and of course, Abid, for joining me this evening.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।